Good morning, everybody, and welcome to today's episode of Market Check, brought to you by none other than BB. There is no second best live YouTube stream to talk about the markets. Thank you guys for joining us on this fine Friday. Maybe not fine if you're holding altcoins, right? A lot of them are red today. We're going to discuss it on today's show. I'll be honest, like this market feels very much like, there are winners and losers right now, and I feel like they're very kind of clearly defined. And we'll see if divergences continue. If we'll talk about it on today's show. But welcome, guys. I'm Snorlax. You also know me as Tommy. I'm joined by Prometheus and, of course, Big Louie. We're going to have a great Friday show for you all. Send you off into your weekends, hopefully on the right note. If you have anything that you want us to look at, drop it in the comments. But while you do that, make sure to hit the like button. Make sure to hit the like button while you're doing that. Subscribe to the channel if it's your first time viewing and you haven't done so already. We do these shows throughout the week, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. We talk all things markets, and we have a lot of fun doing it. So hit the like button for us, fellas. We appreciate you as always. What was that?
Smash the like button.
Smash that like button. Destroy the like button. It's Friday, right?
Meat stick the like button.
Meat stick the like button. I want to see over 100 likes.
It's going to cause a girthquake.
Is X down like completely?
I do think it is
China
like all the way down.
Yeah,
China.
Verizon this week. My phone was out for like 5 hours. Just SOS mode. And it was honestly pretty crazy. Like, I'm just so used to having that phone working at all times. Like, to not have any service was really weird.
Study predictive programming.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. And then now we have X out. What's going on, Prometheus?
China. Lots of China. And we also have, too, I think, a little bit of Russia going on as well. Maybe a little bit of North Korea in there. It's a good day today. I think that we're going to be probably getting a little bit of Friday shenanigans. I think we already actually got them. A lot of people shorting into the lows. I was talking to the guys about that this morning. Generally speaking, when you see sellers coming in at the lows and buyers coming in heavily at the highs, that is generally causation for mean reversion. So who knows? Probably I'm expecting today to be a low volatility environment. I would be very shocked if we see, some big, major moves across the board. I mean, equities are literally completely flat on the day. Volatility collapsing in on itself. I'm watching price. I'm watching the chart, but besides that, I'm basically into the weekend already, boys. I don't know about you.
Hell yeah! Now I'm already plotting like a double workout today, Prometheus. I'm feeling the weekend vibes.
Oh, what are we hitting today?
Well, we're hitting legs first, of course. Trying to rip legs like probably 3 times a week now for the next few months, and maybe we go shoulders because we did arms yesterday. So,
are you trying to grow some fucking tree trunks?
Tree trunks on the both the upper half and the lower half.
There you go. Oh, I forgot we're a family show. We are for the children.
I was just thinking about.
I just said meat stick to like.
You know what I feel like happened this weekend? They wait for the market to close.
Mm-hmm.
They attack Iran.
I was thinking the same thing, bro.
By Sunday futures open, everything and we pump.
Yeah. We're closed Monday?
Martin Luther King Day.
Wait, is our equities closed?
I'm pretty sure.
I see.
Very interesting.
Let me double check.
Yeah, because banks are closed. Yeah. Yep.
Banks are closed, but
banks are closed. The markets are closed.
Well,
But you know,
sometimes
it
it's
ain't
holidays
closed.
where the bond market's open and the markets are closed. I mean, vice versa, but
You got to be really careful saying banks
Yeah.
around right now, Prometheus, because you know how I feel about them right now.
Does it stimulate you, Tommy?
It does.
Oh,
all
boys.
options.
Oh, boys. Watch out.
So they're going to leave Bitcoin dangling on a potential breakout heading into a 3-day weekend. Great.
Yeah, that's exactly it. I will say, like, I know some altcoins look terrible. I agree. And they're garbage. Quite frankly, like after their mechanical squeezes, there is no reason for them to ever get bid again. But just looking at like Bitcoin and less so ETH, but more so Bitcoin, I don't really think that they look that bad. I mean, Bitcoin specifically, you know, if we just kind of look at the price action since 2026 started, looks a lot like that. You know, that the stair step up that Bitcoin will do kind of before these upside legs, like throughout this cycle. Yeah, we just get like this super ugly chop higher that makes everybody think that's actually bearish until we break out.
Yep.
And it kind of reminds me of that. Now, in the same way that we were talking about, like, I think it was 88 to 90K last week or 2 weeks ago as that like line in the sun, the line in the sand, in the sun. I think 90 to 92K is the same thing, right? Like as we stair step, you can just keep moving your bullish invalidation higher if you want to prospect upside. And if you don't, and if you don't know what to long, I mean, there's like one or two assets that are really outperforming, and they're doing it in a way where the flows aren't necessarily correlated to Bitcoin and Ethereum. I'm talking about Monero.
I haven't looked at that in a little bit. Let's see.
I just decided rocket ship.
I just been watching this thing, just like, yeah, I know it's probably going to break out. I just didn't play it, but yeah, look at this thing.
Turn my brain off, bot spot.
Yeah.
Didn't overcomplicate it with perps. Yeah. It's how life should be.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice. I think we were marking out the market tops with these pumps. Yeah, nice move. What's the let's see if we got any fibs. Where would I take it from here, you think?
Didn't Naka give a target of like 3K?
No, it's 5. You put that
5K? I love that, man.
Yeah.
I love that.
5K.
I mean, I'll be selling personally at like 20 to 25% of that, but I mean, look, like buying
on
log 430, 440, selling 12, 1300. That's a great trade.
Log 1618 is around 2300. I mean, I think what he was saying too on space, I wasn't on that space where he gave that target, but like the supply is pretty low.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
It's like less than Bitcoin.
I think it's one of the only chains where you can't confirm how much supply there actually is.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So we actually don't know the full market cap of it.
Once we start getting to the highs, it'd be like devs have decided to release the actual supply. It's 1 billion. Yeah,
good,
well, you know what else looks pretty good? Which I let the guys know this the other day.
IWN.
TRX.
Oh, that's right. It kind of looks like Bitcoin with less noise.
It does. It does. It does look like Bitcoin a little bit. And I'm actually upset with myself. I was looking at this down here. So every now and again, I check in on it. And I was like, damn, this looks like it wants to curl. I was like, nah, I'm not going to take. You guys remember I was longing TRX or here, then I longed it here, and that was fun. It's just such a slow moving grind. It was great. Like, it was just like, I don't even know if I want to deal with the TRX long right now, but it looks really good. It looks healthy. Usually this is a good sign as well. This, like, I'm pretty sure this was leading off the lows as well in a way where this was a strong leader out of the March, April lows. if TRX is going up, it's usually a decent sign.
Dude, that chart looks insane. I'm not gonna lie.
It looks like it wants to finish filling this wick. All right, this looks pretty good.
You know what that looks like, man? I don't know if it's gonna fit on a fractal, but that looks like a massive version of the Bitcoin top from 2017 to 2018. But you're right, Louis. It would be about to fill the wick if that's the case. I've pasted that fractal on so many different charts over the last like 2 or 3 years. I know it by heart. All right, so go to the topping structure of Bitcoin from 2017 to 2018. It's like a super long-winded version of its grind back to the what? Oh, is that on Kraken? No, it doesn't have the blowout wick. That's crazy. I didn't even know the Kraken had that.
Try Bitstamp.
I swear I'm not crazy. Do you know what I'm talking about, Prometheus?
I do not, honestly. I'm not a studier of that fractal. I'm not a studier of that that PA. I'm actually going to look at it right now. Let's see what's going on here. Dude, I can't set alerts on TradingView right now. What's going on with AWS?
You can't do what?
I can't set alerts on TradingView.
Great.
We're under attack.
Is this it?
Yes.
No, right?
So if you zoom, okay, so if you zoom in to the way that top was created,
oh, great.
After we put in the first blow off wick to 20K, we had like this stair step grind back up to like 20K. And
I just had it. Why is it not showing?
It's so similar, man.
Oh my goodness, whatever. I'm sorry, Tommy. I tried. This is being annoying.
Well, basically, I mean, it would imply that like we're going to go back to revisit the top of that wick on TRX. We're going to give a little baby sweep, and then we're going to go to zero.
It's a decent move from here. What is it, like a 50%?
I mean, what would that imply for Bitcoin?
Higher.
Yeah, I mean, you have to.
Right, because TRX is widely used for like the Tether in Asia, right? Like this is where like a lot of the Tether onboarding is done using TRX. So if TRX is going up, that means a lot of Tether is coming on chain. In a way, is that correct? I could be totally wrong. I'm not a fundamental guy, so
we don't really know why TRX goes up. It's like one of those some things are better left unsaid.
We don't really know.
For the sake of the industry, you know. Now this makes me bullish on Bitcoin, Louis. I'm glad that you pulled this up today.
You're welcome, Tommy. But yeah, no, it makes me bullish too. This going up, I think is a good sign.
Absolutely.
And this has been strong the whole cycle. This is one of the strongest performers all cycle. If you even want to call it cycles anymore, but this has been up and to the right. All you had to do was buy TRX in the bear market. I mean, this is a bullish chart.
I can't believe that we're talking about TRX and I don't have Justin Sun in my background. Now I do. Now it's a part.
Off the bear market lows has done almost 800%, even if from right here, 500%.
If you held Tron instead of Ethereum, you're cooking right now.
Literally.
Just gig along Justin Sun's net worth.
All right, so here's a thesis. Tron ends up topping out 10x above the bear market lows. Does that mean ETH is going to top out 10x from the bear market lows?
No.
Are you sure?
No. I mean, have you seen the founder?
Does that mean Bitcoin's going to top out 10x from the cycle lows? I don't think quite 10x, but
no. What are we at right now? 7-ish?
We're at like 6. 6. 10 would be 160K.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We're at 7, almost 7.
For ETH, it would be like 8,000. Just food for thought. I thought about posing an interesting question.
This is a decent weekly candle for Bitcoin too, if we could stick it.
Look at IWM.
Yeah, this is what has me bullish as well, man. Like,
you look at equities and things look so good, and then you look at crypto and you're like, what?
You can't be bearish with the IWM looking like this or the Russell.
I mean, I think like the main source of bearishness from equities is still like, okay, well, the Mag 7 looks like it's pretty clearly in distribution.
Mm-hmm.
This is where the rotation's coming.
What would be interesting to me is if we saw NVIDIA make another high. I don't know if it's going to do that, but somebody on X who I think is a great follow, Mandelbrot, if you guys know who that is, he's pretty active up there. But I mean, he was sharing that NVIDIA and Tesla apparently have a lot of like negative correlation, and I know that we're all kind of pretty bearish on Tesla right now. So does that mean that we're going to see NVIDIA potentially make one more higher high? Which I think as well would obviously push the indexes up, you know, kind of to that target that I've been discussing a little bit recently on X.
I'm torn on Tesla. I mean, just because like it hasn't really had a big run. I mean, I guess like it hasn't really made an new all-time high since 2021. Like it's like hanging out around slightly above it, you know, 2021 all-time high back here. We're seeing the IWM. We're seeing a lot of the bigger names that have been doing well starting to pull back, starting to look distributive. Like if we're seeing IWM and these other stocks have been doing well, like the air coming out of them, like I would kind of think that like a lot of that would find its way into Tesla. But locally, I don't like this look. This is sweep of the all-time high back underneath. You know, I was even looking for a move into here, but I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of torn on it. I'm kind of torn. Like, is Tesla just going to range like still, or if the market continues to melt up and we start to see a rotation, because that's what we're seeing. Like, is this like a pre-parabolic base here? I don't know. I'm torn on it.
It is a very interesting chart. I will say that.
It's like ETH kind of.
It does look just like, all right, is this gonna like really rip out of a 5-year consolidation? Or are we talking about you know, maybe because honestly, like the two highs that we've put in over the last like year look a lot to me like the ETH top from 2021. Not quite the same, but it would imply that right now we're in distribution and about to rotate a good bit lower. So it's kind of a tough one. I still think it like the really interesting thing about this market to me is that there's just like there's so much breadth as far as what's pumping.
Yes.
And what's performing. And even like what's not pumping or performing. There's just like this constant capital rotation into good assets and then flight out of either maybe not like bad assets, but like relatively topped assets. I mean, it's never felt like a better time to be like a long short trader, I feel like, than right now.
Yeah. Have you guys seen Adobe? I see you're looking at Riot. Riot looks good.
Riot's up 12% today.
Yeah, miners are flying, man. CLSK's up too.
That's also a really good sign for Bitcoin, in my opinion. I mean, this is a beautiful chart. Breakout, retest, real run. And if Bitcoin miners are really going to go for it here, I also can't be bearish on Bitcoin here. Just can't do it.
They're becoming, I will say the miners are becoming less of a crypto play and much more so an AI trade play.
AI
They'll
energy,
continue.
right?
Yeah. They're just going to continue to kind of rotate in that direction. But yeah, those look
Oof.
great. Yeah, man, look at how bad Adobe
Wow.
looks.
I was watching it here too,
Mm-hmm.
but oof. Yeah, death blow.
Dude, yeah. I mean, with Anthropic coming out, I mean, you look at Salesforce too, all these CRMs and SaaS products that had their moats, right? They were kind of like one of a kind software products, and everybody was like, there's nothing else like them. They're great companies and yada yada yada. And then Anthropic comes out and they're like, hey, we're gonna do everything your company does, and guess what? It's gonna be for a $20 a month subscription. And now you're having, because my old job, some of you may know, some of you may not know, all I did all day long was work with Salesforce and like Excel and data sets and shit, right? And when I was at that job, I remember telling one of my fellow colleagues, I was like, just so you know, if we bought a Palantir subscription, and it's called the Forge, that single subscription would take over our entire team's job. And I was like, obviously, I'm not going to tell that to management because, like, right, job security. Yeah.
Should have did it on your way out.
I know. And it was like, it's interesting. Now you look at these SaaS products and they are just, Adobe, man, looks so bad. I mean, Adobe might be like a generational short, honestly, with like, what's that one video AI generator? It's Sora. Yeah, Sora. I mean, nobody's going to need a Photoshop subscription in like 2-3 years, right?
Very true.
You just type it in and like it'll spit it out for you, whatever you need.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
I've been hearing a little bit of the chatter about how bearish some of these SaaS companies look.
Yeah, take a look at Salesforce, Louis. Pull that one up. See how she looks. She's got a long way to come down, boys. Let me tell you.
Yeah, this looks like a nice short.
And let me tell you too, their product is hot garbage. I worked with it, and it's like archaic. It seems like it's like straight out of the mid 2000s. Like,
I'm not a breakdown shorter, but yeah, this looks.
Yeah,
this would have been the bounce to short into for me. Oof. Call that a tower top right there. Bang.
Yeah, I'm the same as you. It's so hard for me to like break out or break down long or short.
Yeah. I mean, unless you just take some long dated puts out, I guess it doesn't really matter.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, miners look good. Mara looks interesting here as well. This might be a generational bottom opportunity here if the miners are going to go.
The issue with Mara is that they're essentially turning into just a MicroStrategy 2.0. Like they're seemingly phasing out their mining and like they're not getting into like cloud or anything like that. So I'm definitely not super interested in Mara Marathon unless Bitcoin starts to look really good, then sure. But
yeah, it's definitely been weak compared to Riot. Like you can tell right now, like Riot's up 12%, Mara's up 6%. Like I should tell you all you need to know. I am playing a little bit of both though, just in case. Let's look what MicroStrategy looks like on the daily here. And I think this still looks good for a dead cat bounce here.
Yeah.
up into like 230, 240. Nice daily bullish divergence. This was like up like, I think what was it, Wednesday? This was up like 11% on the day. A nice little pop. So we just need some stick to landing continuation here. And I think this could start squeezing pretty hard. I wonder if it gave the buy signal on the daily yet. Let's see on my system. No. And this was bearish since back in here. I feel like it's getting close though.
I can't believe they bricked X as bad as they did.
They what?
They bricked X.
Oh, really? I haven't really been on it all morning. Coinbase is a tough one too. I don't know. I'm torn. I think if it's going to bounce, it's going to bounce from here.
Coinbase?
Yeah.
I think it has to.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it has to bounce from here. So that's usually where I like to do buying. Like I'm like, okay, this thing is either going to bounce here and save itself or it's dead. So that's usually where I like to take
still down
shots.
for you guys?
I haven't tried.
Yeah.
It's up for me. Is your guys' VPN on?
No.
Try turning on your VPN.
Put it to China.
China. Yeah, XB working.
Circle took a bit of a hit yesterday.
Circle got clobbered yesterday.
Isn't Circle just like cooked?
I don't think they're cooked. I mean, is USDC going anywhere? I don't think so. So, I don't know. I would love to buy down here on like something like this.
I think if it goes down there, it's going to go a lot lower. Kind of like if you look at Coinbase, from a measured move perspective, what Coinbase did on its IPO would mean that Circle is going to go down to like $32 a share or something like that.
This went down 80%. But this pumped a lot harder than Coinbase did.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, so I would either play a breakout. If we're starting to see that, I'd probably get in. Or take a shot here. But if you roll, then it's not worth it. So I saw Hood down pretty big yesterday too.
Hood is not liking the fact that that bill won't pass for crypto. And also it looks fried anyway.
Oof, this looks bearish.
Mm-hmm.
Good old descending triangle top here.
Yeah, it's fried. Reminds me of Seoul 2021.
And you think if retail is getting cooked too, like, I mean, this is a direct reflection of retail sentiment, right? You'd think that it'd be reflected in their stock price.
It's kind of funny that IWM is parabolic and Robinhood's topped.
Yeah, it's very, yeah. It's just the nature of this market. It's really hard to like find the right names. But it could be these crypto stocks. That's kind of where I'm eyeing right now. So we'll see. Oil stock still looking really good. Chevy. This just needs a little more of a push here. I gotta put on the 2 week here.
FOMO app better than Robinhood. Shit. Burrito says FOMO app is better than Robinhood.
FOMO. Yeah, this one just needs one little more push, and we're going to start to really run, in my opinion. Dorito says ITA. Let's look at it.
Defense ETF stock. Or defense ETF, not stock.
Don't you love looking at charts like this in the stock market?
Oh my god.
This is what our altcoins
can't say that for crypto, can we?
Are you winning, son?
Oof. Jeez.
Damn. That's sexy. I think this KTOS is another one.
Oh my god.
Kratos.
Wow. Meat stick. What the hell? How hot? Is this like a split? Like, why does this look like this? Or is this like actually...
No, that's probably... Right click on the bottom of your screen. You can put splits on. See if it's split.
Where do I do that?
Oh, not that. So if you click down there by the date at the bottom on your x-axis, should be able to put stock splits on. Oh no, on the chart itself, where it says like 2014, 2015, right click down there, and then you should be able to put stock splits on. Not want to.
Yeah, meat sticking.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
So right click on your chart. I got it for you here. Go to settings, events at the bottom, and then turn on splits. There you go. You can see if it did reverse split there or not.
Well, it looks a little more realistic, but
it would tell you if it did split or did a reverse.
Maybe not. Maybe this is the actual chart.
Yeah.
That means this can go a lot higher. This thing can come. Yeah, this could 4 or 5x easily if this is the real chart. Peace.
Yeah, there's like RTX, NOC, LMT. Those are the big boys. Raytheon, Northrop Grumman, Lockheed Martin.
Well, I'm bullish on defense stocks. I said this yesterday. I think it's like a thematic trade at this point.
Yeah.
It's almost like commodities in that way.
Well, yeah. What am I supposed to do with this here?
You got to buy it, man, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
I could single-handedly top this chart. Want to see? All it takes is one click. Let's take a look at Bitcoin here. Yeah, we kind of need a hold here or this area.
Starting a business where we do nothing but sell Bitcoin volatility forever.
Let's do it. It's just, yeah. We stick the landing up here. We're good to go. We got higher targets. We can even go from here. You don't want to see this, though. That's what we don't want. We simply extract from the trenches and buy defense. Great idea.
I can't even fault the thought process.
No. This is the way.
This is the way.
Pump's been looking pretty good. It's trying to do something here.
Oh, it's trying. I like the look of Pump.
Me too.
Like, it's one of the only altcoins that looks like this market can meaningfully trend in the near term.
Yeah. I think there's some signal here with Pump, to be honest. What's Monad looking like? Monad needs to find a bottom here soon or it's cooked.
0.
I rebought a little too early. Let's see if it plays out for you, boy.
Oh no, husband. You bought Monad token and now we are homerish.
I rebought here. Well, on here, not on that move, but give me that, please.
Soybean.
Just looking at the ecosystem, I don't see how this thing can't go to fucking 0 or freaking 0. Excuse me.
It might end up doing like a Sui or Say fractal when it launched.
Dude, if you look at soybeans, by the way, that looks like the Intel bottom.
Oh God.
I'm not even kidding. Like, we should buy soybeans.
Mm.
Dude, I'm telling you. If you look at that Intel bottom, Intel had that flat bottom, same as soybeans right now.
Damn it. You're right. I hate that you're right, but you're right.
I'm telling you.
Are you telling me to buy short dated calls on soybeans soon?
Well, and who's the largest consumer of soybeans?
I don't know. Why would I do that?
China. Who's the largest manufacturer of soybeans?
China.
Who hates China right now? Trump.
Why would I know that?
You like that line, Dorito? I'm a simple man.
I mean, you got to be on like 1,000x leverage to make any money on soybeans, right?
Oh, for sure. For sure.
I feel like Intel will be a good buy soon. Like, I'm a little tempted to play a.
Didn't this pump recently?
Yeah, soon.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, look, I was charting this down here.
Chart looks good.
See, look at this, same as soybeans.
Yeah. Oh, I was really marking the bottom. What an idiot.
You're a genius for marking the bottom, Louis.
No, yeah, but I'm an idiot for not playing it. That's
Dude, I bought it and I got shook out on what was the announcement? There's some announcement where it like retraced back down to the range lows, and I was like, this thing's probably gonna go lower. Then just immediately view reversed.
that's how they get you.
Yeah, that's gonna go higher, like $90.
Some long dated Intel options. Is that what we should be doing?
Long dated.
Yes. Long dated.
I mean, I kind of think it can play out within like a few months.
Oh my. Oh.
What is that? Is that Palantir? No.
Rocket Lab.
Oh.
It's rockets and defense.
It is so ironic that like Palantir is topped, or yeah, I mean it looks absolutely topped. Yet you have you have rocket and aerospace defense stuff going parabolic, and Hood is topped, and the IWM is going parabolic.
Yeah.
Irony is not lost on me. Certainly not. You know what Palantir kind of looks like? It looks like that Bitcoin top from 2021.
Yes.
Yes, it does. Jinx.
Yeah, this is how I'm looking at Palantir on the daily here. This was your impulse high. This is your top. This is your shoulder. Back inside the range. You got your underside bearish retest here. I think we should be back to 150s relatively soon over the next month or two.
What if it pulls in NVIDIA?
Then NVIDIA, what do you mean?
Stakes higher?
Yeah, where, I mean, NVIDIA looks pretty similar, where it's putting in kind of this range.
Yeah.
You then had that
thesis.
Yeah.
But this has been sticky. Like this looks like it wants to possibly do this, you know. So
dude, I'm not getting in front of the AI trade. I get understanding why you think it might want to roll over, but actually shorting it is a whole nother freaking thing. Like I am good on that. Like there's no sign that demand is slowing. Be my guest.
Palantir is going to make one more high.
Yeah, as long as it comes to 150 first, I'm happy.
I don't know if it's going to do that first, but
yeah, I don't have crazy strong conviction. Like I know what the deal is here. Like, yeah, I'm picking on the biggest guys in the room here. You know, you got to understand that you can get smacked in the face pretty hard if you do that. So
pause.
You got a dirty mind.
You said it, not me.
Oh, I said it gets slapped in the face. What's so pause about that?
Now let me cook. Let me cook, Louis.
Did you guys listen to Tom Lee's BM&R? He had like I guess investors meeting of some sort.
No, what happened?
No, it was just him like just on stage. I mean, I watched bits and pieces of it, but like it was just him on stage, just like, you know, they invested into Mr. Beast BM&R.
I saw that.
Yeah, so he was like kind of defending that half of the talk.
Are you telling me that's
no
a better investment than Ethereum?
I mean, it's honestly not a bad idea, but the guy's the largest platform in the world. And I think he's actually starting some sort of like mobile payments app of some sort. But yeah, I don't know. I'm bullish on ETH. I think ETH looks good here. So if ETH looks good, I essentially would have to like BM&R here. Technically speaking, I don't know. It's kind of a weird chart. But I would say if you could reclaim this low, this August low here, I think you have a good shot at heading higher. What do you guys think?
It has to hold. Yeah.
It's tough, yeah.
I mean, it definitely looks better than strategy.
Yeah.
Does it though? I mean, it's just like, I feel like you created so much exit liquidity on that pump. Like an unreal amount of exit liquidity.
What, for BM&R?
Yeah, I'm just like, that just looks like massive, massive, massive supply. It's like the GME chart to me. Like I don't see, like GME just has so many people sitting on bags that just would love to exit that they've been in for years. Where it's like, man, I look at those charts, I'm like, I don't know.
I think it looks interesting. But yeah, I totally agree with that. Like this has so many bag holders. Like they've just been waiting for this thing to go up forever.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I don't even know what to think about ETH here. Like I'm getting more optimistic about this consolidation and this pivot, but at the same time, I'm a little weary. You know, at least until I see like more of a market structure break, I'm going to be more weary.
Uh-oh.
Oh, we're losing him. We're losing him, guys.
Yeah, I mean, if ETH can break above 34, I think this has a great shot. We're trying. This is a nice respect of this trend line as well that goes all the way back to the bear market lows. I feel like bears really had their chance to break this and bring us down here. I thought we were coming down here. They just didn't break it down. We also had DMNR buying hundreds of millions of dollars worth of ETH down here. That's another thing that Tom Lee was mentioning on the thing yesterday. So that probably helped. So they're still buying. That's good.
Where's GCR when you need him?
We just need that break. We need this break at 34.
Am I good now, guys?
Yeah.
Nice. Nice. Hype is one that I'm having a hard time with.
It's not the most convincing bottom.
No, it's not. It's pretty anemic, but
yeah,
you can kind of make the case that it's just following the bottom that ETH and Bitcoin had.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like all coin or a lot of altcoins, not all, but a lot of altcoins look really anemic. I like Bitcoin here from the perspective that we did create some form of separation outside of the range that we put in for like 8 weeks. I think you got to remain like you have to remain up here. I don't think there's like any, oh, you can like come down and like I like for me, the line in the sand is 92 as like a hard stop. I think from like a discretionary point of view, you really do not want to be coming back down into 93 whatsoever. We've already retraced, one entire impulse that we've had thus far, and the majority of the second. Actually, we've been retraced 2 thus far. And I would like to see continuation at this point to the upside and to see the move start to trend, because you're either accepting here or you are deviating in a like nasty way.
In a really nasty way, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I like the time and space we've created this far, but like I'm like, okay, let's go. I mean, let this be more than just a, liquidity grab, right?
Yeah, needs to stick the landing up here. I would agree. I think 93 is the lowest you want to see this come. Pause. That's a pause, Tommy.
Pause.
Yeah, 93. Or else you're at risk of that.
I believe in Tommy events.
Did the right shoulder just happen? It potentially did. I mean, obviously, we can't be entirely certain as of right now. I mean, some people, I mean, Tommy's in the camp that we're going to be going higher. I've been in the camp for a long time that we're going to be forming a shoulder. Louis thinks we're bullish here. Jackus thinks we're bearish here. We're in this like weird middle ground, right? And it just, I mean, you can even just seeing with how many different viewpoints all the analysts on BB have right now. I mean, you kind of are sitting in middle ground, right? And we are more so taking our market experience and, knowledge that we have. And you kind of go with your gut and you trust it and you have Titan validations. And if you have Titan validations, you're going to be fine. And if you're flexible and flipping to the other side of the camp, you're going to be fine. I think the people that are going to have the hardest time moving forward are the ones that are just going to be stuck, trying to be right, and if you're stuck trying to be right, you're just going to get carted out. Like, I mean, just don't be that guy.
Yeah. I don't give a shit about being right. I'm just trying to make money. I'm being very fluid right now. Like, I was pretty cautious down here. It started looking like this was going to be a shoulder. I was like, all right, no, I'm down. I'm open to playing some upside. We got the move. Going to look for a flip, right? But if we start doing this, I'm not going to stay with my conviction. Strong convictions loosely held, You just
I think for me, I just like to be long, or I would like to be long assets that are showing strength. So like right now, I mean, I'm mostly just long Monero.
Yeah.
And if they show more, if I see more from crypto, I'll feel more comfortable allocating. But it's just like the market is haves and have nots more so than I can ever remember right now. So I'm just not going to I'm not really going to just like spray into a bunch of altcoins and hope that the correlation ends up taking them higher, because I just don't really think that's a winning strategy. But I am like leaning that we're going to resolve higher more and more. But there is obviously plenty of conflicting information that that's the case.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm leaning towards higher as well. One price action, right? We're breaking, this is the first impulsive break of a multi-month range, right? IW Russell chatting into price discovery. That's a leading risk on indicator, usually for crypto. Bitcoin miners are starting to pump. We're seeing Riot, like Bitcoin miners like Riot up 12% today. That's always a good sign. So I am leaning towards us flipping this into support and going here. But again, I'm not gonna hold on to that view if we start doing something like this, can't get back above. Like, I'm not gonna like stay bullish all the way back down, because we do have all this liquidity below us. Right? We do have all this liquidity below, so definitely don't want to get caught bag holding into that. That's for sure. So this was the time to take an opportunity. Taking it. If I'm proven wrong, I don't care. I get back out.
Just comment. Winter mute watching.
Yeah, let him watch. Let him watch.
Let the boy watch.
Let the boy. What else we want to look at?
Sol
Soul.
Soul looks the best out of all the out of all the other.
That's a good sign, though. I think now that Sol
Yeah,
ETH
as the cycle. Yeah.
It was a bad sign when Sol ETH was in a downtrend, but now that Sol ETH is probably bottomed, I think that's a positive.
Yeah, I mean, look at it flat on the day. Everything else is, I mean, not everything else, but I mean, you're seeing majority of the other stuff red.
Every other alt did that on yesterday's pullback, right? But Sol has not.
Yeah, it's been a good risk on sign the majority of this cycle. I mean, you did, like Tommy said, you had that period after the digital asset sold DATs.
I'm on the wrong chart. I think I had it up. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, you're good. You're good.
Going to tell me?
I was like confused. I was like, I don't know. I was like,
I had a second tab open. I was on the wrong tab.
I'll just keep yapping. Yeah, after the digital asset treasury company, I mean, it was obviously like negative signal because that was, you know, the maximum amount of marginal buyers you could possibly have was like companies buying Sol, but looks pretty good here. It's similar to XRP, man. It's just like one of those things where, like, if you start losing some stuff, like you short it to freaking 80s because it's like structure is completely gone at that point. But it can hold here. We'll see. Like I said, we'll see if there's actual demand within this market. That's my biggest question.
It's a fair question. I mean, the squeezes we've had so far were pretty much just mechanical.
I mean, XRP squeezed really hard.
Yeah, I did. Long that in the Discord. I longed it in the Discord.
Yes, you did. It was a nice play.
It was good.
You know, this to me, I would agree for me. This is like it's got to hold here. Like if XRP loses this level, you're coming back down to like the 2024 range of death. Agree. But also looking at this looks like a beautiful high time frame reaccumulation schematic. Oh crap! I just lost it. Like if you pull up, oh my god,
it kind of looks like the Bitcoin 25-30K.
Yes,
but I don't trust it. I really don't trust it.
I know Jackus has been talking about that, where you're going to come back down, like backfill the majority of that wick or all the wick, come back down a little bit lower. People are going to think it's like over to zero. And then it's, you know, that's going to be kind of like the low.
I thought we were coming down here when we came here, but we didn't. So I have this box. I don't know if XRP could form a higher low in here. This is looking pretty good.
Something I've been kind of thinking in the back of my head that's going to happen, and it hasn't necessarily lined up because altcoins have just they got their mechanical pump and then they've just kind of been bleeding nonstop. But in the back of my mind was that they were going to put in some form of like distributions and divergences. And then that would be like a good short, but they're not looking like they're setting up for those right now.
What asset was this?
For like XRP and like Pepe, like XRP got above like $2.30. I thought we were gonna like start putting in some like divergences up to like maybe 250, and then short that rather than it kind of like Burj Khalifa-ing.
Honestly, I feel like altcoins just kind of continue to violate 2022 fractals, like all across the board.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe we still go into a downtrend, but at the very least, I don't think it's going to look like, like 2022.
I don't think so either. I just think it's just stems from a lack of demand within the market, you know, and there's people are finding out there's better places to put your money right now. That's why.
It is the year 2019, low key, sideways until April. Man, that would be terrible. I don't know if I think that, though. I do think we're late cycle, not early cycle. But that's not to say that we can't still get some really nice like price appreciation on risk. And I think liquidity, like things that directly benefit from market liquidity. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
We'll see what happens, man. Low volatility day today. I don't mind it on a Friday, honestly. Kind of gives me time to think and do other things.
Yeah, like 2 workouts at the gym.
Yep.
Pump into Powell leaving.
Yep.
Uncertainty around Fed policy, pull back after that, blow off into September, October. I kind of feel like we could like blow off into Powell leaving, and then you just get like distribution into September, October. I do kind of have like that period pinpointed as a pretty obvious spot for market weakness, though. September, October. Base airdrop. Man, Coinbase better do something, because I don't know why you'd be buying the stock right now.
Can devs do something?
For real.
Every day I check price. Bad price.
If Coinbase makes a higher high from here, remind me to short it to like literal 0 next summer, or like this summer.
Like a macro higher high or like a local higher high?
A macro higher high. Like if you get a big rip out of this, like, I guess, structure we've been in for the last 2 years, I will short this thing to literal 0. Maybe not literal 0, but it'll feel like it.
Oh, you really think Coinbase is a better short than Bitcoin?
Yes, I do.
Man.
Oh, you know the way they execute these ETF flows.
Oh yeah.
They end up debt financing a lot of the coins that are distributed to people throughout like the buys and sells, and they just kind of like, they just fucking go with it. Sorry for, pardon my French, but they just go with it, man. They I can't, it's like hard to explain. It's like some days you're going to have a hole, some days you're going to have a surplus, but if there's ever a day where there's a lot of selling in the ETF, you're probably not going to have enough coins, you know, for all of those, or it's like you take on all of the sells as effectively like bad debt until you find a buyer to take them off your book. That's effectively how these Coinbase dark pools work. So if you just have a bunch of people selling and nobody buying, who do you think is going to get hit with all the bad debt? It's the exact same thing that happened to FTX during Luna. And I don't think that Coinbase will go to literal like 0, but it's functionally similar, you know, where you just like if there ever is a real cascade in crypto, which there's been a very concerted effort throughout this entire cycle to make sure that that does not happen on majors. I mean, we've seen this. This is why we're like stair stepping up on Bitcoin. It's like the total death of volatility. But if we ever were to have an outsized move down where, yeah, they had to take on a bunch of coins in a very short period of time, that's just debt effectively on their balance sheet. That's not how they'll communicate it, but that is what happens. Those coins aren't going off the balance sheet until they find a buyer, which Coinbase, these ETF dark pools, they've just been waiting for ETF flows. Like the hole hasn't been big enough at this point to where they aren't able to like offload that bad debt within a few days. But you can kind of see how that could turn out to be really bad in a true volatility event. So yeah, I think Coinbase is the best short whenever it's like shorting FTT when you think the market's about to implode.
Interesting.
No, I like it. I think I might need a vibe code, an ETF indicator that lets me know when we have above average ETF sell volume.
Yeah, I'm not optimistic on Coinbase. I could see it like fail to make a new high even if Bitcoin goes to 1, but I'm not as confident in that.
ETH BTC, I think looks really bullish.
I do not have any thoughts on Morpho.
I don't know.
I don't know enough about it.
Stan the man's in the comments again. Can
What's
you
up?
guys talk about Sol ETH and ETH BTC?
I could talk about ETH BTC. I don't really follow Sol ETH, to be honest.
I kind of feel like both are getting ready to go higher.
This, as I was saying back here too, this really does look to me like this is trying to reclaim a multi-year range, where if you find the higher low in here and reclaim this range, you should start to see acceleration back inside the range. And this hasn't broken down yet. This has been holding pretty well. I mean, this can stab lower, right? If like Bitcoin just leads this out of here and meat sticks like crazy, like, yeah, you can see a stab lower first. But like, as long as it like kind of holds this area and it can get back inside this range, you know, that's looking good for ETH and altcoins. I don't like what we did here in a way, but maybe just a little bit of a different version where you see the second you're like establishing price back inside the range, bang, 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 quick. Right? So that's what we need. And right now it's still holding. This has been holding now since November. This has just been slowly rounding out here. So I like it. I like the look of it. I really do.
Yeah, I mean, I think the longer this hangs up here, the more compelling the case becomes that it's probably going higher. Is my view on ETH BTC. I've been waiting for Bitcoin dominance to kind of like give us some signal on what USD is going to do. I think Sol ETH is kind of giving us that signal early. Because I mean, right now I'm expecting this double bottom on Sol ETH to end up holding. If it doesn't, then like disregard what I just said. But I think Sol ETH has probably began a new uptrend, truthfully. I hope that's not bearish for the market. But I think Sol ETH is going to probably go higher from here. Not in like a parabolic fashion, but I think like just slow grinding back up makes sense to me. ETH BTC though is probably going to give you a lot more of like a strong signal about what USD pricing is going to do, because if ETH Bitcoin goes higher, like we're going up.
Yeah.
And I don't really see any other way where like that wouldn't be the case, you know, like ETH Bitcoin going up and the market going down. I don't really know that there's just not really a historical basis for it outside of maybe a few like outlier days. Like I think if ETH Bitcoin breaks out of like 0.37, USD bottoms are probably in. We're going higher, and I think ETH Bitcoin legs up again, probably into like 0.05, 0.06.
Yeah. This looks nice and roundy. Give me it.
Give me that.
Give me it.
God, look at the 3-day meat stick on these bank stocks, bros. Boys. I said bros and boys at the same time. Boys. Get a load of that.
Which one are you looking at?
Well, I don't know if I want a load of it, Tommy, after you talking about meat sticks, but
Pause. Here's what I will say about the bank stocks that I think is pretty good signal today. You have JP Morgan reversing a lot of the dump that it had earlier this week. And I think that was definitely there was some real concern about the banking sector. When JP Morgan is like, is it in distribution? Is it going to blow off? Like what's going to happen with JPM? And they miss earnings. Is contagion from the AI debt trade starting to hit banks? I don't think it is yet. I do remember the last time we had like a very weird move down on JPM, like a -4 or 5% day. It immediately be recovered. So if JPM stock is doing the same thing today, I think that's a pretty positive sign for US equities, at the least financials. But Morgan Stanley still looks like the best bank to me. And I kind of feel like a blow off top is going to happen for Morgan Stanley when SpaceX announces that they're going to be IPOing with Morgan Stanley. That's my my dubious speculation. Because SpaceX IPO is what, in April? I believe it is.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's scheduled for beginning of Q2.
65% chance that the bank that takes them public is Morgan Stanley right now in Polymarket.
Oh, really?
Yes. I mean, I'm pretty sure like all of Elon's big financial deals have been facilitated by Morgan Stanley. So I think that's probably going to cause their blow off top when that's announced. If that's announced, right? I mean, I genuinely don't know, but I am dubiously speculating.
Do we think that it actually creates like positive flows in the market, that IPOing?
It feels a little bit like pump airdrop.
Yeah, I know.
Me, I don't know if it's bullish. If it's okay,
dude, at
I don't
1.5
really think it'll
trillion
be
valuation
market. I don't really
Just
think
like-
it'll be bullish.
Yeah, I'm like, how long can that thing sustain at 1.5 trillion val?
Yeah,
Like
if it were
zero
launching at
rev.
like a lower valuation, it would be different. But that's like a launch at max price to extract.
Dude, that's like a VC coin launching at like 50 bill. I'm like literally
More than that, dude.
Yeah.
It's like internet computer when it ICO'd at like over 100 billion or some ridiculous number.
Isn't that pump recently?
Yeah, I did. Chad's was talking about it. Oh my goodness.
Look at that.
Oh goodness. Dude, you like literally can't even.
ICP was at 400 billion. Yeah, man, that's so nuts.
mean,
It honestly is it should be a criminal act that they even were allowed to list that thing as high as they did.
Yeah, that was crazy.
It went from $4,000 to $4, minus 99%.
I remember when that launched on Coinbase. And it launched again, like these things launched at, you could actively trade them at these prices. It's not like they sold off and you never got to transact. Like it was at that price for a few days before, it sold off. Like you could buy at the Pico top and they let you. I saw something. I saw a coin back then called Internet Computer Protocol. And I was thinking to myself, this is the most like boomer bait I've ever seen. I'm not buying that shit.
Internet computer.
And I'm like, the fundamentals are probably different now that it's priced 99% lower. And I know some people who are bullish on this coin, but yeah, I remember when it launched. It was a very different story. Definity.
Who told you?
I was literally going to click on that comment too.
Honestly, towards the top of like the May 2021 highs for crypto, like there was some pretty crazy scamming going on. I've kind of like hinted at it a little bit. There are some big CT names that would definitely like for that to be forgotten, but I don't forget. I remember the polka dot shills. All the crime was in shilling like vaporware on different chains rather than meme coins.
Yeah, towards the end, like AVAX, right?
Well, yeah, it was just like complete garbage, honestly. I forgive a little bit Dorito, but some of it is just like I can never unsee what I saw. If you showed like one, you didn't know it was going to go to literal zero, because I think at that time, like, I don't think the expectation was that these seed deals would literally go to zero, because most everything was going like straight up in a straight line, but like there were things that launched during that period where you could literally throw money at anything and it would go up, except for these assets. They just went straight down after launch. So, I forgive maybe one or two mistakes, but not a lot of them. And there were some people that shilled a lot of them.
Fool me once.
I call them Moonbeam.
Moonbeam.
I really think about like all of the trash alts on Polkadot specifically.
Honestly, I tried to get on the AVAX. I couldn't figure it out. I was a noob back then, and I was like, fuck this. I'm not doing it.
There wasn't as much like crime on AVAX until Snowdog. Snowdog killed the chain. If you were around back then, you know.
I mean, I just turned that into just buying a bunch of NFTs at the top.
Fortunately, I never really dabbled with NFTs.
I didn't like go crazy, thankfully.
I just like shitcoin trading way more than NFTs back then.
Dude, that was when it was like $150, $170 a transaction on ETH. And I was just like, fuck it.
I remember paying like rent for
2020, like late 2021, early 2022, like ETH gas prices was insane. And people were just paying it because everyone made so much money. In 2021, people were just like, price of doing business.
Well, you knew you could make it back like immediately because there was just opportunity everywhere, man. Literally everything went up. Everything. Except for those Polkadot scams. Those did not.
I don't know if you guys remember at the end of 23, ETH gas prices got super high again. They got up to like $80-$90.
Yeah, I remember that.
For like a week.
I kind of remember that.
It's like right when the bull market started. It was like Miladies were popping off, Campai Pandas, Azuki, kind of like all the NFTs were popping off again.
Moonbirds. I had a friend show me Azuki and Moonbirds. I faded, and that was a pretty big fumble in hindsight. Yeah. Azukis were like a very liquid 6 or 7x from where he shielded it, and Moonbirds were a very liquid like 9 or 10x from where he told me to buy them. Oh God, yeah, I just did not play NFTs very well. I don't think I've ever made money on an NFT now that I'm thinking about it, except for like a pudgy penguin I flipped for maybe 25% gain.
I've never made money on an NFT.
Those were the soul monkeys. What were they called?
The soul monkeys?
The SMBs?
I don't know. I wasn't in an NFT. Bills would know.
Those were fun. Tucker's puppet for $13.
It's fucking about right.
He can blame me for FOMOing him into that asset. I didn't tell him to buy like the nicest one imaginable, but I was like, yeah, buy puppets.
Dude, he literally bought the most expensive one, basically.
I got destroyed on puppets, man. I made a lot of money on puppets at first, and then it was just like, that's, I think, a difference between this cycle and the current or the last one. It's like in 2021, something like Bitcoin puppets would have come back with a fervor. Like they probably would have gone to 1.5 Bitcoin floor back in 2021, 2022. But they just didn't. Like most of these things just never came back.
Yeah, you can't double dip.
Memetics were just a one-time hype fad. But in the past, like you could count on these things to come back solely because of the vibes. Different market. More efficient now.
I will say if Bitcoin does go on another leg somehow, some way, we recover, we go for fresh highs, and then we get into go into a crazy bull run from here. If we are in this melt up kind of elongated cycle here, I think they can still come back. Like if Bitcoin's ripping into fresh highs, boomers get a whiff of the Bitcoin NFTs. You never know. You never know.
The biggest issue with Bitcoin Network is actually using it.
I had
They're
a
supposed to
couple
come out with an update. I thought they came out with an update that's like, I was talking with Bills about it. It's going to like revolutionize trading on Bitcoin.
Maybe that's a narrative for next cycle.
Could be. Bills is super early to a lot of narratives. He's a deep trencher. He's deep in the weeds.
I remember Doginals or Doginals. I couldn't even like tax loss harvest them because there was no liquidity to sell them into.
I think I bought like some ordinals on like the halving day. I thought they were going to be like so cool. I don't know what it's worth.
Doginals.
RIP to Doginals.
Dollar threatening a breakout or breaking through resistance. Yeah, I think the DXY is going to like 103.
Yeah.
What does that mean for risk, though?
I don't think it's that bad.
It doesn't necessarily
because the yen is being devalued.
I don't think it necessarily means a bad thing.
Like the yen is about to have a complete immolation. Look at JPYX, Louis, and then we can probably wrap up.
Yeah.
It's like this is about to break down in pretty spectacular fashion.
Looks like it already is.
Might chop for a little bit more, but yeah, soon it's just gonna die. And I think that's just kind of like mechanically pushing the dollar up.
Dollar looks good, man. I do not want to fit the dollar here.
It looks it looks just like the last shoulder looks just like Bitcoin at like the fake breakout we had in October.
Mm-hmm.
And I just think we're going to go sweep the high that we did at like 116K. And
okay, yeah. I see what you're talking about.
Bitcoin miners, man. We're moving today. It's a really good sign. It's a great sign, guys. May it pass on down the risk curve to our beloved coins. Wrap it up.
All right, guys. We hope you enjoyed the show today. We talked about, pretty much everything, to be honest. Hopefully that was a good way for you guys to end your week. Reminder that we host Market Check throughout the week, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, whenever the New York Stock Exchange is open. So if you enjoyed the show, you can catch us again on Monday. Our typical start time is around 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we'll see you guys then. But also make sure to wrap up your afternoon and your week with Market Talk, hosted by the legendary King Wabi. That is an X Spaces hosted through the Because Bitcoin account, as well as by King Wabi's X account. So make sure to stay following and subscribed to both of those so you can be notified when we schedule those spaces and when we go live. But we do have a typical start time for Market Talk around 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we'll see you guys this afternoon. But have a great rest of your weekend, a great rest of your week. We'll see what markets have in store for us next week, of course. But until then, thank you guys. And of course, stay safe.
Tired of outdated trading tools, confused charts, dozens of tabs, endless stress? You're not alone. Introducing BB Terminal, your all-in-one command center for crypto trading. Track your portfolio, monitor the markets, stay ahead, all in one place. From chaos to clarity, from struggle to success. Terminal,